Today's video we're going to talk very much about the backswing position because it's an area that I work on a lot with students, and it's an area that I see as a really common mistake, and I can understand very much why, but it is something that is going to have a huge detrimental effect to your golf swing. So the first thing that we're really looking to achieve in the backswing is the idea is you're trying to get yourself into as good a position as possible so that when you can start the downswing, it kind of makes life a lot easier. So I know personally that if I'm swinging well, I kind of know that I get myself into some sort of key positions. So similar to that one, I feel like I can just rotate with ease through the ball. So if I kind of elaborate on that, this is known as the transition, which is the start of the downswing. And there's two things that I'm looking for as I start the downswing. One is to get the feeling of really pulling my lead side back out of the way. And then the other one is to get my hands coming down so the club shaft points very much down towards my target line. If I get into this position, I kind of know then I can just continue to turn, the club will release, and I've got a really good chance of just dropping that club on the back of the golf ball like so. And that's what I try and say to a lot of my students. So therefore, the important thing is very much about the backswing and not getting yourself into a position which makes the transition harder. So if I pause in my backswing position, what am I referring to? Well, two positions, as I mentioned. One, if I'm going to start my downswing and I want to make it easy, in terms of I want to make rotation in the downswing easy, then therefore it makes it very logical to not overturn in the backswing. Okay, so you can see if I sort of pause here and I swing up towards the top of my backswing, the way that my right leg stays pretty flexed. Okay, so I'm not saying it's not straightening, but what I'm certainly saying is it's not like this. Okay, if this leg straightens, that means I've done loads of hip rotation, and that means I've got loads of hip rotation to do in the downswing, pretty much to the point where it's unrecoverable. So the first thing is keep that trail leg flexed. The second thing is wrist positions. So see, as I swing up to the top, my lead wrist is nice and flat, not excessively flexed, okay? Certainly not cupped, nice and flat. See the way the club shaft nicely on plane in the backswing, and then therefore it makes that transitional move so much easier. Now, what happens in the golf swing, which is important, is to understand that, of course, when I say, like on this video, stop turning, it's kind of true. Because what happens with most golfers is that they sort of start the backswing position similar to what I'm going to demonstrate now, which is everything turns together. So they turn the lower body and they turn the upper body. And when you move like this makes you turn flat. And if you start to turn flat, you're going to get stuck in the swing. So what you're looking to do, and just do this, right? Stand up straight, okay, and just turn your shoulders, okay? And this is known as a separation. And when you do that movement with inside your golf posture, it will create a tilt, okay? So you can now see the way my left shoulder drops down. If I turn everything together, this makes me turn flat, like so. And then that's what you want to be doing, you see. So you want to get the feeling of, in that backswing, that early backswing, you want to get the feeling that it's your upper body, so it's my hands and arms and my upper body moving, so see my left shoulder drops down. And then from there, I can get the feeling of lifting and just doing a little bit more rotation. Not that much. So let me show you from face on. Here, okay, see that takeaway? And then from there, look, I'm going to lift my arms up and just do a little bit more turn. See, there's not much more rotation. The second part of that backswing for most of my students has to end up feeling more like an elevation, more like a lift of the arms as opposed to a massive turn. Because as long as you get the club into a pretty sort of good position here, whether it's longer or, you know, higher or, you know, whatever it might be, doesn't ultimately matter. That's a bit of a preference. But if we're in this type of position, the downswing is way easier. And that's why you need to stop just turning in the backswing position. Hopefully this video helps. I'll see you soon.